The deep ocean harbors mysteries beyond human imagination, a realm ruled by crushing pressure and absolute darkness. In this extreme environment, a bizarre evolutionary phenomenon known as deep-sea gigantism has transformed tiny creatures into colossal monsters. For decades, these gigantic beings existed only through washed-up remains or the terrifying legends of ocean-faring sailors. With the advancement of remotely operated vehicle (ROV) technology, the veil of mystery is gradually being lifted by invaluable footage. Today, join us as we dive into the abyss and discover the greatest giants ever captured on camera in their natural habitat. Giant isopods are among the largest scavenging crustaceans in the ocean, with a body length that can exceed half a meter. They commonly inhabit the dark, freezing, muddy bottoms of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, at depths from 170 to over 2,100 meters. Most of our early understanding of this alien-looking creature came from specimens accidentally caught in deep-sea trawling nets. Thanks to their heavy armor and incredibly slow metabolism, some individuals have been recorded surviving for up to 5 years in captivity without eating anything. Recently, through ROVs, scientists have directly observed the spectacular sight of dozens of giant isopods tearing into a sunken whale carcass in the abyss. The Japanese spider crab holds the record for the largest leg span of any arthropod in the world, with claws that can reach nearly 4 meters across. This prehistoric-looking monster primarily crawls sluggishly along the Pacific Ocean floor around Japan, at depths ranging from 50 to 600 meters. For centuries, this giant crab mostly appeared in terrifying Japanese folklore or became the target of accidental bycatch. Despite their nightmare-inducing appearance, they are actually gentle scavengers with a lifespan of up to 100 years, often disguising themselves by attaching sponges to their shells. Thanks to modern ocean exploration programs, crystal-clear footage capturing their difficult and magical molting process in the dark seabed has finally been revealed. The giant phantom jelly is one of the largest and most mysterious jellyfish on the planet, with a bell over a meter wide and 4 arms stretching up to 10 meters long. This ghostly, ribbon-like creature drifts silently in the midnight zone of all the world's oceans, at depths of up to 6,600 meters. Since its initial discovery in 1899, scientists have only recorded just over 100 sightings of this rare jellyfish worldwide. It lacks stinging tentacles entirely, instead using its massive, fleshy arms to wrap tightly around its prey in absolute darkness. It wasn't until Mebury deployed advanced ROVs that humanity had the chance to witness high-resolution footage of their mesmerizing, drifting dance. The giant oarfish is recognized as the world's longest bony fish, with a flat, silvery body that can exceed 11 meters in length. This fish exhibits a bizarre, vertical swimming behavior in the dark mesopelagic zone worldwide, at depths of roughly 200 to 1,000 meters. Its elongated shape and vibrant red crest are believed to be the inspiration behind ancient tales of giant sea serpents harassing ships. Humans mostly knew of them only when weak or dead individuals washed up on shallow beaches just before earthquakes or massive storms. It wasn't until the 2000s, through deep ocean camera systems, that researchers first captured footage of them swimming healthily and gracefully in the wild. The Greenland shark is one of the largest carnivorous sharks in the world, holding the record as the longest living vertebrate on Earth. They primarily inhabit the freezing, pitch-black waters of the Arctic and North Atlantic, diving to depths of 2,200 meters in search of food. For decades, this blind and sluggish shark was only known to science through antifreeze-laden meat samples caught by polar fishermen. Using radiocarbon dating on their eye lenses in 2016, scientists were shocked to discover this species could live for over 400 years. Recently, rare documentary footage revealed their terrifying hunting prowess, showing that this seemingly slow creature can silently ambush sleeping seals on the icy seabed. The giant squid is an enormous marine invertebrate with a body and tentacle length that can reach a staggering 13 meters. They hunt in the dark pelagic zones across the globe, lurking at depths of 300 to 1,000 meters, where sunlight cannot reach. For centuries, this legendary kraken was known only through scars left on sperm whales or massive tentacle fragments found in their stomachs. This great mystery lasted until 2012, when a joint Japanese and American research team dropped a baited camera into the deep Pacific. The first historic footage capturing a living, breathing giant squid lunging at bait sent shockwaves through the global biological community. The colossal squid is the world's largest invertebrate by mass, possessing a shorter but substantially more massive body than the giant squid. They inhabit the freezing, abyssal waters of the Southern Ocean surrounding Antarctica, at depths from 1,000 to over 2,000 meters. To date, this mysterious creature is primarily known through tentacles found in whale stomachs or a few rare specimens caught by fisheries. Their tentacles are equipped with swiveling keratinous hooks, making them one of the most terrifying ambush predators in the ocean. Using the most advanced deep-sea exploration technology, scientists are currently striving to capture the very first live footage of them in their natural habitat. The giant sea spider is a profoundly bizarre evolutionary phenomenon, with a leg span that can stretch to an unbelievable 70 centimeters. This arthropod primarily lives beneath the freezing ice of the Antarctic Ocean, where dissolved oxygen levels are extremely high, at depths of thousands of meters. Previously, biologists could hardly understand how a creature with such a tiny central body could nourish such disproportionately massive legs. Thanks to recent polar expeditions, people were astonished to discover that all of their vital organs actually run inside their leg tubes. Videos showing them using their giant proboscis to slowly suck their prey's bodily fluids dry have provided incredibly valuable data on the seabed food chain. The supergiant amphipod is a massively mutated version of a sea flea, reaching up to 34 centimeters in length instead of just a few millimeters, like its surface relatives. They are found in the deepest ocean trenches in the world, enduring terrifying pressure at depths over 7,000 meters in absolute darkness. Initially, scientists only accidentally pulled up fragments from deep-sea trawls and couldn't believe this tiny crustacean could swell to such sizes. It wasn't until 2012, via deep-sea camera traps in the Kermadec Trench, that this pale monster officially revealed itself while devouring bait. Footage of swarms of supergiant amphipods sweeping across sunken carcasses prove their status as the ultimate cleaners of the abyss. Giant tube worms are cylindrical, white-bodied creatures with vibrant red plumes that can grow to a massive length of nearly 3 meters. They cluster into dense biological forests around boiling hydrothermal vents thousands of meters deep in the Pacific Ocean. For a long time, scientists were baffled as to how they survived in toxic waters without having a mouth or a stomach. The truth was revealed when the Alvin submersible took samples, discovering they host billions of symbiotic bacteria to synthesize energy from sulfur. Images of giant worm fields swaying in scalding currents have now become an iconic symbol of deep-sea ecology in documentaries. Pacific sleeper sharks are heavy, giant phantoms, reaching up to 7 meters in length and moving sluggishly along the seabed. They patrol the freezing, pitch-black waters at depths of 2,000 meters, blending perfectly into the night of the North Pacific abyss. This species' hunting ability was once a huge question mark, since mostly washed-up carcasses were found, and they swim slower than a human walks. However, stomach analyses and covert deep-sea videos revealed them to be master ambushers, capable of catching incredibly fast-moving giant squids. Footage of them silently gliding in to swallow scientists' bait proved the deadly power hidden behind their lethargic, harmless appearance. The big red jellyfish is a bizarre species possessing a thick, opaque, fleshy bell with a crown diameter exceeding 1 meter. They hover at depths of 600 to 1,500 meters, where their deep red coloration acts as a perfect invisibility cloak against predators. When accidentally discovered in 1993, they left marine biologists utterly confused, as they entirely lacked the typical stinging tentacles. Only through MBARI's high-resolution camera systems did researchers realize they use 4 to 7 massive, fleshy feeding arms to capture prey. Footage of this dark red blood orb pulsing rhythmically in the pitch-black ocean always brings a breathless, eerie feeling to ocean exploration documentaries. The deepwater stingray is a massive, mysterious, cartilaginous monster with a magnificent wingspan that can reach a total length of 3 meters. They glide silently like underwater UFOs along continental slopes and deep, muddy bottoms, where sunlight is completely absent. Information about this species used to be extremely rare. appearing mostly sporadically through bycatch reports from deep-sea fishing trawlers. Recently, thanks to automated cameras with bait attached in the abyss, footage of them using their giant mouths to crush rock-hard crab shells was published. Footage capturing their jagged, giant, venomous spine swinging on their tail has cemented this species' supreme authority at the boundary of the deep seabed. The megamouth shark has a ridiculously bizarre appearance, with a giant bulbous head making up most of its sluggish 5-meter body. They swim slowly through the deep waters, opening their cave-like gaping mouths to directly filter massive swarms of plankton. Careful later studies found their fleshy lips can emit a faint bioluminescent glow, acting as a lure in the dark night. It was only in recent years that professional divers captured rare footage of them briefly surfacing before sinking back into the abyss. Giant glass sponges are stunning biological castles woven entirely from fragile biosilica material, yet boasting incredibly sturdy structures. Exploiting the calm and freezing deep waters, they firmly anchor to the seabed and grow into structures over 1 meter tall, forming eerie reefs. For a long time, scientists mistakenly thought they were just frail, living fossils that grew extremely slowly with little ecological interaction. But when modern submersibles shone lights into the darkness, people were amazed to realize they pump water continuously, acting as the ocean's giant filtration systems. High-definition video of these intricate glass sculptures, which can live for thousands of years, completely redefined our understanding of static deep-sea life. The ocean and the natural world still hold countless mysteries and giants waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss our upcoming authentic footage. Goodbye, and we'll see you back down in the abyss in next week's video.